Hey there, friends of Great Wave. We're going to pull a couple of fish out here today in a few minutes. My buddy Kevin's coming by from Genki Koi, and we picked these up from him in some of his special events a couple of years ago. Got this lovely kohaku I want to take a closer look and get his opinion on. And then somewhere out here, I've actually got a couple of Ushiro. I think that's the one. They're both fairly decent, but one's got a lot nicer swimming than Shiroji. So I'm going to pull out the nicest one, take a look at it. I'll see what he has to say about it. So he should be here in a couple of minutes and we'll get going.
What do you do the video, however you want to do it.
Yeah, sure.
And then maybe you could do a comparison between when you got it.
Oh yeah, I've got the pictures of that, so I can cut that in. Yeah, so Kevin's here now, and we got the kohaku, old Nene, out of the pond, and he was just commenting on the height of the body and general configuration. Configuration looks great to me.
Looks beautiful. The balance of the body, it's like perfect.
Right.
In the body line, if you look at the line on the side, it's very smooth from the head to the shoulder to the back to the tail. It's a smooth transition all the way through.
Right.
And when you view the koi from the side, you can see the height of the koi. The height is also tall all the way down to the tail peduncle. So a lot of times you see a fish that have very high back and high shoulder, high back. But when you get to the belly area, it slopes up.
Gets real thin, yeah.
It gets real thin and it slopes up. So the height of the fish is not balanced or proportioned, you know. And to find a good body line and a good height that's proportional and balanced is difficult on any koi, you know.
Yeah. The thing that got me was just how sharp that.
The kiwa.
Yeah.
The kiwa very sharp. The sashi is very deep. It's one scale throughout, very deep. So that means the beni on this fish is very deep, and it's gonna get deeper. It's gonna get redder. And as the fish develop, what happened is the skin on the sashi is going to thicken up, the white skin will thicken up and cover the blemishes. And at the same time, the red will become more redder. Yeah, so this is still a young fish, right? So what, 3-year-old?
Yeah, it must be, right?
Yeah,
because it was a tosai.
It was a tosai.
Tosai when we got it, right?
It was a tosai. It was a tosai at the Hiroshima Breeders' event 2 years ago.
Right.
I think when you got it, it was 5 to 6 inches.
Pretty small.
It's small.
Yeah.
And this was a fish that everyone passed over because everyone was concerned that the maruten, which is the crown pattern on the head, was very small.
Yeah.
And everybody thought that it would either disappear or go away over time, but actually it grew with the fish.
Yeah.
And it got bigger.
Yeah, and it's perfectly round.
It's perfect.
Almost perfectly round.
Yeah, almost perfectly round, but it's in the center of the forehead, right? Which is real nice.
Well, we have to send this to Taniguchi, because remember he said that he thought this fish was going to develop.
Yeah.
And it sure did.
I thought this was, you know, honestly, I thought this was one of the best fish that was available at the event. But I knew the maruten is too small, and most people would just pass it by because you know it's too small. It might get smaller, or it might just disappear altogether, like a tancho. But the quality of the fish was there. So fortunately, it got bigger and it got deeper, and the consistency of the red everywhere is very consistent. It's very uniform, right?
Yeah, a lot of times it'll be redder one place and orange the other.
And also at that time, this was a 5-6 inch tosai. We didn't know the gender, but you know, you can see it's the female. We got a female, so we got a winner.
Sure.
So let's measure it, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. So we measure it real quick.
See what you got there.
It looks to me like 23 inches.
Like it's going to be pretty close.
24.
24.
24 inches from 6 inches 2 years ago. Yeah.
Not too bad, huh?
Yeah. I think this fish will continue to improve as it develops in the red, in the white, and also in the body. The body should fill out even more, real good. And yeah, the tail tube you could see is very tall. It's very thick, but on the side, it's also very tall. You could see. So, very good one.
Great. Well, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Should we go ahead and put...
Beautiful.
So this one here is my other little beauty. Like I say, that sumi just blows me away. I don't know, again, what you think, but I don't have anything else that's got sumi like that.
Yeah, this sumi, it's pretty solid, right? Pretty solid. You can't even see the edging of the scale in this sumi. And again, this sashi, it's blue sashi, so that's again the indication of the sumi is very deep. It's gonna come up even stronger, probably another year. But besides the sumi, this white is also very, very white.
Yeah.
You know, a white ground like this just brings the contrast of the sumi too. And a beautiful pattern. I like the white shoulder right here. That's like a the focal point of any koi, you know. The shoulder is the biggest area, and to have white on the shoulder just really contrasts all the color that's surrounding it, you know.
Here's a pretty one. Yeah, that's Omosako.
This is Omosako Shirotsuri, and I believe it came from the same event.
I think so, yeah.
Probably 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this was again 5 to 6 inch fish from the breeders event. And you know, it's probably looking 21, 22 inches to me. You can measure it real
pretty
quick.
close. Yeah.
Let's measure it. See.
He was right down there.
He wants out.
Yeah.
22 inches.
22.
22 inches.
Okay.
And a female.
It's a female too,
It's
huh?
a female, yeah.
All right.
You're doing a very good job growing out these koi. Not only the growth, but you got pretty good eye to select a real good fish, especially when they're 5 to 6 inches. You don't really know which way they're gonna go.
It's all the luck in the draw, man.
Yeah,
that's for sure. No special, special capabilities on my part. But
well,
so, what's your plan for the future for those kind of events, man? I mean, obviously, who knows, right?
Yeah, who knows with COVID? We had fish came in from for 2020 event with the Niigata breeders, but then COVID hit and we were shut down, so we have to cancel that. The breeders couldn't come.
Sure.
I'm hoping that we're going to have the event again in 2021, which we normally hold it in May. So hopefully, you know, with this vaccine going on, hopefully we'll get vaccinated, everybody get vaccinated, and we can all get together again, because the breeders want to come and they have the fish ready for the event. You know, it's February now.
Sure.
Who knows what's going to happen in April, May, but hopefully, lots of fingers, hopefully we'll have the event again.
That'd be
bring
great.
in some good fish, bring the breeders over, special price, as you can see how these fish develop, and just have a good time, get everybody together. You know, we need it, you know.
Yeah, boy, that's for sure.
Yeah.
That's for sure.
So, you know, if we do have it again, you know, just look for the news on either on mainly on Facebook.
Probably on Facebook.
We'll post there.
Yeah.
And then just follow, and you know, you couldn't go wrong with the quality of the event fish, especially when they're handpicked by the breeders and some of the top breeders. So, and at the price point, you know, it's a good value, good deal. So
yeah, for sure.
It's fun. Yeah.
So we've kind of lost our sunlight. It's a little hard to say, but I'm curious if you're able to tell what you think about the water. I just checked. I just checked this morning, took the readings, and the pH was at 7.6, and the general hardness was about 53. So really soft water now.
What's the general hardness?
It's 53 point something, you know.
Really? That's soft, huh?
Yeah, it's really soft now, and so it's interesting. The fish that showed, well, I can't be sure, but I guess I wouldn't be too surprised that might account for some of the condition of the skin on those babies. But the one that really showed it off was old Tarako there, the fish that was actually born here. Because before I started running that thing, the RO system, that gold didn't come all the way up to the top, you know. It was, oh heck, about an inch away from being all the way up. And it was really rusty looking up there. And it was looking so bad, I was about ready to put her in the QT. Just because I couldn't stand looking at it. And then one day I was down in the pump house there. You can see there's a little gap down there. I was in there cleaning out the filters, and I was on top of the filter, and the sun was out, and she swam by right up there in front. And the sun caught that, and I said, holy smokes! That gold just lit up, you know? I couldn't believe that it changed that much. It's really something.
Yeah, it's like a burnt gold, right? And when the sun hits it, it just becomes shiny, right?
Yeah, it was really cool.
You gotta put glasses on.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful fish.
Yeah, it's turned out nice now. Like I say, boy, a couple years ago, I was really disappointed in how it had developed. But it turned out.
It's got a strong body structure.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Look at the fish, man. Look at that pectoral fin. It's rounded like a fan. It's big and rounded like a fan. So, you know, when it glides in the water, you look at the pecs. It looks beautiful.
Looks good, yeah. Well, thanks for coming by, man.
Of course. I'd love to come by to see your koi.
I wanted to
especially when
see what you think.
Come and see your fish, they're improved either in skin or in size or in color. Today, I mean, the fish that we just looked at, the skin quality is very shiny. I know it's cold and your water's soft, the parameter is really good for the skin, but every time I come, there's improvement, and the fish have grown. So,
yeah, they're growing nice now.
Thanks for having me, Don.
Well, thanks for coming, man. All right.